I'm dying. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to Games We Play Too Many Times. I'm Mumbo.
I'm Beacon Bokum.
I'm Mumbo, and I am a spell. Yes. So last time we left off, I needed to go do extra things as Mumbo and also the van that I just didn't do before.
Yep.
So that's happening now. I could have gotten a betrayal cartridge. I didn't do that. We can do that after.
Wait, is that in this world?
Not in this world, but now that we have grenade eggs, I think we can go blow up that. Remember at the very beginning there was that one behind the grate? I think you can blow up the grate using grenades.
I think that you are correct. Either that or it's like one of the ones where you have to like run a clockwork egg around into like some little area, but I think it's grenades.
I also think it's grenades. This world is almost done. I think after this is pretty much the only thing we have left to do that we can do.
Is the space world?
Yeah, this is powering up the space world. And then there's that van door.
Yep.
I see it's powering up Saucer Apparel. Boom! Problem solved. So many fuel issues. He's actually like lighting up now. It's cute. But then there's footprints you saw on the wall. I'll just actually pan over to them when I have control again. Those. You need to take a burger up there to feed a caveman.
Unga bunga.
Yeah, and that's like the other thing that needs to get done in this world. Besides like train stuff, I think.
Yeah, you also should get those notes that are on top of that thing.
No, I'm fine.
But you might need the clock lamper boats for that.
No, there's a spring shot pad. Remember I almost got them at the end of the last episode? And then you said no.
Sort of. I sort of remember that. I'm pretty sure I never figured out you had to grenade egg those, that gate.
Yeah, there's no real indication, except for the fact that you get grenade eggs right before entering the world.
Yeah, just grenade all the things.
Yeah.
Grenade eggs are the best eggs. Let's be real.
That's true. I was trying to think of the other eggs, because there's only ice eggs and clockwood eggs.
Yeah, something like that. Clockwork Kazooie eggs, definitely not the other thing, but...
I just want to remember the good times.
So you admit that those times were better than these times?
No, they were just good times, and I want to remember them. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
No superlatives necessary.
Alright, so
yeah, you're gonna tell a story.
Yeah,
Zelda.
I've got a bunch of pretty interesting stories, all of which I am shamelessly stealing from the Dolphin Emulator development blog.
Check the link in the description.
If you guys have never read the Dolphin blog, it is by far the best organized community of emulator people that exists. And it's not run by little tin pot dictators like way too many of them apparently are these days. So, story number 1 is about a bug in Dolphin's emulation relating to Twilight Princess on the GameCube.
Good game.
In the beginning of Twilight Princess,
in the beginning,
there is a mirror.
It was only a mirror. Sorry, go on. I'll stop.
So there's a mirror that's basically just there to show off, like, ooh, look at the GameCube, isn't it fancy? Like, there's a bunch of games that do this. Luigi's Mansion that we are playing now is one of them, pretty clearly.
Yes.
But in Dolphin, there was no reflection under most conditions, except that so you have to pull out the lantern to see the mirror, and if the lantern is swung in such a way that it's behind the mirror, then Link's reflection appears for those like 3 frames that it's behind the mirror. It's a really creepy effect. There's a GIF in the blog post, but it's really weird, and so everyone was basically like, this is some sort of death problem, there's Z-ordering fighting or whatever. But no. What this actually was a bug in Twilight Princess, which happened to work on console. And the Dolphin emulator was not bug-for-bug compatible with the GameCube.
Okay.
And so what happens is...
really specific.
Yes.
Delightfully so.
Bug-for-bug compatibility is like a fairly controversial concept in the development community.
I would understand why.
should you be that compatible or not? Obviously, for emulators, you need to be, but for other things like backwards compatibility with stuff, it's like, this is horrible. Anyway, so what's happening in Twilight Princess is that the way that mirrors work on the GameCube is that you render a copy of the scene and then show a viewport into it. But in Twilight Princess, they happen to turn on alpha testing for that viewport. And the way that alpha testing works is that instead of just storing 3 colors, RGB for a pixel, you actually store RGBA for a lot of things, and the A stands for alpha or transparency. And so it would basically check the value, because it was set up with all of the defaults, because it was basically a mistake. It would check the value of the alpha value of the first pixel of a particular texture. And the texture that it was given was null, which is address 0. And Dolphin, quite sensibly, assumed that nobody would ever access null on purpose in this particular way, because it makes no sense. But it turns out, on the GameCube, the game ID is stored at address 0. And when you interpret the game ID for Twilight Princess as pixel data, it happens to have full opacity. And so, Dolphin was using the last loaded texture, which was the glow of Link's lantern, which happens to be transparent. And so that's why you couldn't see his reflection. But when you
nothing.
Right. But when the lantern goes behind the mirror,
nothing.
In the mirror.
That's creepy.
And so when you swing the lantern so it goes behind the mirror, the lantern's not drawn anymore, and so you get to see the reflection briefly. And so all of that is pretty cool. They just fixed it. But then they were like, this feels really hacky. Like, how do we know this is really what's happening? And so what they did was they modified an ISO of Twilight Princess to have a different game ID that would be interpreted as transparent, and then got it to run on a Wii, which apparently was quite difficult. And then we're able to see...
Wait, so it was the ISO of the GameCube version running on the Wii?
Yes.
That sounds extra complicated.
Well, it's because they didn't have to burn a really complicated mini DVD. They could just burn a regular DVD.
Oh, yeah, no, I guess that's fair.
So apparently that was quite difficult, but they got it to work eventually, and they were able to see that, yes, they did not see the reflection, and that confirmed that they were right about their diagnosis of the bug. So that's a really cool development story, I think.
Yes. So does that mean they made Dolphin, they upgraded Dolphin to be bug for bug more compatible with the GameCube?
Yes, it is compatible with that particular bug.
Ooh. Dolphin is no longer just automatically superior in that scenario. I don't know, I'm on the, it should be just better side.
But you need to see Link's pretty boy face in the mirror.
Just pretend.
What is it that Dashi calls him? Link pretty ass? Oh, wow.
I'm okay with that. This is actually kind of nauseating and difficult. And I can't respond that quickly because my aim isn't that great.
This is a cool game.
This is really cool.
I like the concept.
I'm having fun with it. And I don't think it would work as an amusement park, but you know.
Again, I feel like this game should have been earlier in the cycle, because it takes you everywhere and shows you everything in the level.
Yes, I agree. I think we mentioned that before, but I'm not sure to what extent.
We were talking about Mary the Canary in the mine level.
Oh yes. And this is
it goes really slowly and shows her fly through the whole level, and we were like, oh lord, this is torturous.
I have no idea how many points I need to beat. I'm just trying to get as many as possible.
I figure 400 is pretty good, honestly.
I would hope so. But you never know. It could feel insane. For the balloon challenge, I was just right on the cusp of failure. So
that's true. You were.
I'm a little bit scared.
But there was another challenge that you totally destroyed. I don't remember which one.
The ring challenge.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprisingly okay with physical challenges, just not technical challenges.
Which is the opposite of me.
Do we end in Area 51, or is it... God damn it, I think I only got one of those.
I think you end where you started.
Okay.
That makes sense to me. I don't know if it's the case, but it's like my brain is like, why would it be any other way?
Yes. No, I think I land here in Area 51.
All right. Okay.
Oh, please let me have gotten enough points. Oh,
yeah,
dear
I think
Lord.
that you're probably okay.
Because it's fun, but it's like 3 minutes straight of that. Nice
Yeah, it's very
shooting.
long.
You win 2 bleeping prizes. A primitive paper thing.
Bleep.
How primitive. And this
And
shiny,
the shiny
gold thing.
Bleep.
Also, no context of what jiggies are.
That's all my prizes. Bleep.
Not right now, thank you.
Meow, meow.
Oh, almost missed it. Oh, almost missed it twice.
Okay, so I just said something that reminded me of something else that I wanted to talk about on this show.
Okay.
I said something in a way like, I said like my brain thinks this. I said something in a way that like implied that my brain is a different thing than me.
When you were talking about the I need to
Score.
goddamn fucking
Or no,
God
where we were gonna
damn
end.
it!
Oh no!
It was technical versus just what was it? Physical
It
skill
was
versus
when
like
we were
technical
saying
skill.
where we were going to end up. I was like, my brain is just like, why wouldn't you end where you started?
Oh yes.
I was thinking about this, and I realized that I don't really know whether that mental model of my mental model is like something that you really that makes sense, or like if it's something that you also do. Do you also like think about your brain in that way, where your brain is like, hey, this is gonna be the thing, but it feels different than like the conscious you that's thinking? That was a terrible explanation.
Well, the way you're describing it, right? I would say that I do think this is the way. Functionally, yes, but in practice, I would just say that's the way I think about it. Like, that's the approach I take. So no is the answer to the question, but if asked to like define the system, I would describe it as just like the thought process my brain goes through.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's really complicated. Nope, I think it's just you. You're the only one.
All right. Well, so I was thinking about this last night. The way that my brain seems to be structured to me when I think about thinking is that there's like, it's like an infinite number of levels, right? And so there's like the upper level is like me consciously thinking.
Oh, okay.
And then there's just like a bunch of levels going down forever that are like less and less conscious.
Okay.
And so when I have like, part of my brain is thinking about what I'm going to say to you next, and part of my brain is incessantly playing Moete Sailor Fuku over and over again, which is the opening song to Lucky Star, for those of you who are not familiar.
It's just the most important
that's like
song.
on a slightly lower level of my brain. And there's another level of my brain that's like thinking about what I want to eat for dinner and worrying about my cat, who is super freaked out by the fact that my girlfriend is cleaning the apartment today. And then you keep going down, and it's just like keeps going, and it keeps getting less and less clear like what's going on. And I can kind of focus and bring certain levels like more up into like view, but then like the much lower levels, it's like really hard to get at. And it feels like the me's on all these different levels are like constantly doing different things. And one of these fairly low levels is the part of my brain that's like, hey, you should jump in this pit because there's a bonus barrel down there when I'm playing Donkey Kong Country 2. Or
Okay.
like when Jess is playing Super Mario 3D World, and there's a part of my brain that's like, she needs to jump at that wall in a catsuit. And then she finds a green star up there, and it's like, thanks, brain.
Sorry, I was really confused about just how controls were supposed to happen. And why he's chasing me instead of trying to get... Oh, he's trying to block me from getting points. I get it. I understand.
That's how this works. And then the number is the number of dudes that are there to mess you up.
That's just my points, right? It's just
I think so.
23, 25, yeah.
I feel like,
How many points did she say I needed?
I did not pay attention. I was
think
talking
she said
about brains.
45.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So the way
I feel like somebody just needed to reuse the Twinkly model.
I'm glad they did.
It is fairly delightful.
I like the Twinklies. What? What?
60 owned.
Damn it.
Guess
Yeah,
you gotta
play
know
again.
the controls.
Yeah, no, that'll help a lot. Like what to go. I thought he was supposed to go for them too, so I was like trying to juke him out, and then that wasn't how it worked.
Nope.
Okay, this one will go much better. So the way I would describe it, right, is just I'm in a chair, let's say, in the middle of a circular console, completely surrounding me, and the levels are rather channels in parallel, which may or may not have alarms going off, demanding attention, and I more have to focus on one thing at a time, and just like switch over to it, and regularly I'll be swiveling over to another channel, and I'll be like, ooh, what's this one over here? And then I'll just completely ignore the alarm for a second. I'll be like, yeah, I have to go do this other thing. Rather
I can
than
see that.
like grabbing layers, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I wonder if that like.
So then it's not multiples of like, it's not a whole area system, which may add to your desire to refer to it as my brain works like this. Instead, it's me functioning in the space.
So, to sort of like try to like compare our metaphors for a second and like understand whether we're actually like experiencing things differently. Part of the reason that I use the term levels and I think about it in that way is that there are parts of my brain that are thinking stuff that I can't really like hear very well, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
Like there'll be something bugging me, and there is a level that's thinking about that, but I don't consciously know yet what is bugging me.
So you
and
just
sometimes I can like focus really hard and bring that level into focus enough that I'm like, oh, that's what's annoying me.
So you
But
just
it's
kind
not
of
like
hear
every
the,
level is always accessible. There are some levels that are much
you
harder
hear
to
the
get to.
need for attention, but not necessarily what needs the attention.
Right. And so the main way that I would graft that onto your metaphor would be if some of your channels are like really crappy old analog over-the-air TV broadcasts, and others are like HDMI, like cable inputs.
I just wrecked everything. Sorry, go
Yeah,
on.
that was, you just crushed it.
Mm-hmm.
That was like not even a problem. That was way more than the one-on-one.
Uh-huh.
Nicely done.
I think they pushed me into things.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe you're just getting the hang of it.
Did you finish your thought? I was a little over-focused.
Yeah, I finished my thought. I was basically wondering whether all of your channels are equally clear or not in your brain metaphor.
No. The one I'm focusing on is significantly more clear than everything else. And I guess there's like different volumes, I would say.
But do you feel that you are able to focus on all of them equally easily? Like, or any of them rather? Like, or are there some where it's like hard to tune into them?
No, I don't know if it's... I don't know if I would describe it as channel specific so much as attention specific. Just like it's the same thing where like I feel like there's some, I'll in my metaphor, right, where I'm just like at a desk, I would describe it as I hear an alarm, but I can't always figure out what the hell's happening. This is awful. I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, you're getting owned.
I can't always figure out what area I'm supposed to be paying attention to. I'm like, something is off, something is wrong, and sometimes I can't remember. If I'm not aware of it, I just won't remember. It just won't be a problem.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, I won.
Okay.
I guess I just needed fewer points that time. Did she ever tell me?
I guess so. That seems weird.
Maybe she told me all of the scores at the beginning, and I just didn't pay any attention.
I feel like she told you each of them at the beginning of the game, and just neither of us were paying attention.
Very, very likely.
So is that Witchy World then?
I can't remember anything specific that we still need to do.
I mean,
I need to go get those
notes on
couple
top
of
of the
notes.
fence, but that's
Yeah.
about all I can think of.
I need to get
Check
more
your totals,
moves.
maybe.
I will. Before we leave, I'll check the totals.
Are there any more moves in here? I feel like no.
Not here, but I need to get more moves and come back. Because I need to carry
Yeah, that's always the case.
the large child out of the fire realm.
Yes, you need Banjo's big bag.
Yes, which I feel like is significantly later in the game. I want to say it's in
Yeah, I
like
don't
Cloud
know.
Cuckoo Land.
I feel like after this point, the game gets onto like a total split up fetish. But
they
that may
do-
just be because I really don't like the split up mechanic, and so I like notice it much more.
Oh yeah,
clearly.
no, they use it at least once in like every level for some things.
I specifically remember it in the
I
like
didn't check the
Pirate
totals.
Cove level. No, you did not. You
Yeah,
lied to me.
it's big in that one. There's a because you also need to like hatch eggs and things.
I like
Yeah.
the submarine. The submarine is cool.
Yeah. All right. Totals. 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Yep.
We are
There's
basically
one more
done with Would You World.
Jinjo, and there's one
One more
more.
Jinjo and one more Jiggy and one more page.
Yeah, one more page. I'm not sure where the page would be though. It might be from a game that I have to redo to get a higher score.
I feel like I don't know where any of those are. Are we 100%ing this game?
Sure.
I mean, you're playing. It's up to you.
Sure. I have
All right.
before. Right now we're gonna run over to the cartridge of
Betrayal
betrayal.
cart.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds reasonable.
I'm not sure where you learn the hatching move, but you need that to deal with the betrayal eggs.
Right.
Eggs
are no good unless you can hatch them.
Yes, I'm not
Except
sure
that
if you
that's
get it
not
at
true
the
of all
hatchery
delicious.
or if you have to go get them at a level and then go back to the hatchery. That's the main problem I'm having.
Pretty sure you get it in a level and then go back, but I could be wrong about that. It's like just how I feel, man.
It's just what I feel like should happen, guys.
Something, brain something. Whee! I never
yes.
knew you could climb this.
Yeah, I don't remember learning it, but I
Makes
just
it enormously easier.
yeah. Where is it? Is that one?
Yep.
That was very close. Whoa.
Fight Doulahan or Valukar, whichever one is in the cave. I already made that reference.
What was the second one?
Valukar, another optional boss at the end of Golden Sun: The Lost Age.
I don't.
He's the one
remember
that
all of
summons with your
these.
standby Jin. If you like use your Jin, he will use them to summon, and then you just get effed up. That's for that. feel
This
like you're
seems
going
like a
to
bad
not
idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Shit. Well, that didn't work at all.
No. Oh, do you have to? Can the Kazooie go through the bars? I bet that's what
Maybe.
it is.
Clockworky.
Yeah, the tiny
Kazoos.
little kazoos. So let's just go.
Zoos.
Kazam. Did you watch Kazam?
No.
It's Shazam. I'm thinking of Shazam.
Yes, it's Shazam. I watched Shazam.
The
Did you
movie
watch
with-
The Great Gazoo? I mean, it's not a separate show. It's a character in the Flintstones.
Yeah, no. Okay, thank you for saying who it was. I was like, I know who that is, but I don't know who that is.
I'm the Great Gazoo.
Yes. The
I
green.
feel like he's voiced by somebody famous.
He probably is. He is a green man who grants wishes. And that's what Martians do.
That is correct, although I don't think he's a Martian.
I'm fairly certain he's a Martian. He's definitely an alien. I
Yes,
think
he's definitely an alien, but Marvin the Martian established... Wow, alright.
Yeah, right?
Hashtag 20 notes.
I
Marvin
think,
the Martian established what Martians look like, and also that they are upset when there is no earth-shattering.
Yeah, but they're not the same universe. So
That's true. One of them's Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, I think you can just get away with it.
What are
Plateau.
you doing? What are you doing? Not Plateau.
Why not Plateau?
Because you have to open a new level.
No, I don't. World 4 is open!
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. But you could open so many more now, because you have so many more jigs.
I know, but when we go back after this one, we'll be able to open so many more. Not just so many more, you know?
Yeah,
know
right.
what I'm saying? And then if we do this, we'll be able to just we'll be able to warp there from the wooded hollow.
It's true.
We
What
didn't go
is...
check on the haberdashery.
No, we did not. What is World 4?
It's the bay, Jolly Roger Bay. It is the submarine level.
It's annoying. I was hoping it was dinosaurs.
No, that's like 6 or 7.
I'm looking forward to seeing the dinosaurs played well.
Oh.
I feel like I don't know where anything is in the dinosaur world, but it's like a really cool concept.
Yeah. I
shit,
feel
jam jars.
similarly. Were you just gonna tell me about the move? Ice eggs,
Freezing
cool.
cold, but that's the price for launching eggs of solid ice.
That was good. Maybe I should just accidentally zoom through his dialogue every time.
You should.
Why show me that bad guy?
That'll be all.
Is that like
yes, miss.
Was that supposed to be like a hint of some kind?
Yeah, don't run off the fucking cliff, dummy.
Just straight off the ledge. That was awful.
I do like that the overworld is more significant in this one.
Yeah, and there's like
Just
things to
looks
do,
cooler.
things to collect. It's actually part of it. You learn moves.
You learn eggs.
There we go.
Get all your eggs in the overworlds.
That is true.
Which probably means you could just go get Clockwork Kazooie eggs right now.
Yes.
Maybe not.
but
You might
they
need the
be
move from Jolly
farther.
Roger Bay to get to the next world. Actually.
Usually that seems to be how it works. You get a move. Except for the fire eggs you got pretty just right there. Why do you
Yeah, that's true.
exist? What are you?
Kill him with
So
an
that's-
ice egg. That's Cloud Cuckoo Land over there, right?
No, that's Jolly Roger Bay and a door and Hellfire Peaks. Hailfire Peaks. Where'd he go?
Hell nah.
He's
Gone
just
forever.
gone.
I like the way that Kazooie says the eggs differently. That's a good thing.
That's neat.
That is neat. Now ground pound him. Why do you listen to me? This
Damn
was
it.
a terrible decision. Well, you're dead.
There was a shattering noise from it, like breaking through the ice, but it sounds like I fell through the sky and hit a glass ceiling.
Yes. It's important to
I-
break the glass ceiling.
I didn't even get the warp. What was I thinking? Oh, that was awful.
I don't know. You listened to me. That was dumb.
Yeah, that was not my smartest
Do you
move.
just not have lives in this one?
No.
Huh.
It just goes back to that thing. It's like, why, what are the lives for?
Yeah,
what-
I didn't actually realize that.
What did they add to the gameplay?
Nothing.
The one thing I would say that they added is a fail state animation, like scene, where you get to see Hot Grunty.
Huh. That's
Which
true, but you
was-
get to see that anytime you quit anyway.
But you don't get that in this one. Like, there's no purpose for that scene,
Well, that's-
in a sense.
Hot Grunty is only for very specific fetishes in this game.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure somebody has a skeleton fetish. Just
Oh,
seems
in
like a
this
thing
game.
somebody would have.
Okay. Okay. No, but,
Yeah.
I would like to see young, hot skeleton Grunty. I would be okay with that. There's fan art of that.
Elon Musk on having his skeleton.
Removed from his body, yes. We talked about that on video, right?
Yeah,
How did-
on this game, actually, I think.
How do
Although
I
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
Yeah, it was, because I googled stuff. Hailfire.
There's like a button. I needed to emphasize it so I could be sure I wasn't saying Hellfire Peaks, which would be very different, because the whole point is that there's hail and fire.
Yep, but that is the reference that's being made. Is to Hellfire.
Yeah.
Like fire, hellfire is burning in my skin. Yes, that's Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay. Thank you. I was trying to remember. I
It's
don't remember
the
any of those
best.
songs on purpose.
That's
Does that
like
make
one
sense?
of the best Disney villain songs. Like, let's be real. That and Be
It-
Prepared.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that I was trying to see if there was any like actual help in that. Hunchback of Notre Dame is pretty forgotten as far as Disney movies go. I
It's
would
true,
say.
it's not one of the big ones. Although, like, I think that definitely depends on who you are. Because, like,
Yeah.
one of the really big ones for me that a lot of people are just like, really, is the Disney Robin Hood.
Okay.
Which is
I like that
fantastic. I like it a lot. And also Peter Pan, because I owned it, and for some reason we talked about this before, but they're both green, so I always like thought it was going to be Robin Hood for some reason.
Yeah. Wait, the VHSs were green?
Yes.
So you put in the VHS and you're like, time for some Robin Hood, and you're just like, I don't know any of the Peter Pan songs off the top of my head.
No, it's more like, I'm not even sure there are songs in Peter Pan.
There are, for sure.
Why
I
it's
mean,
worse.
There's the, no, give me a second.
They have like a powwow with the Indians, and there may be some singing then, but I don't know. Anyway, the point is, it wasn't that I like thought it was going to be.
We can fly. We can fly. We can fly. We can fly.
Yeah,
we
that's
can
true.
fly. We can fly.
That's true. That's
I kept wanting to be When You Wish Upon a Star, but that's not correct.
That's not at all. It's
Yeah.
Pinocchio. I was going to say, it's not that I thought that like I would put the VHS in and get Robin Hood. It was like, there's a Disney movie I really like. All I remember is that it's green. Maybe it's this one that I own. And then I put it in and I'm like, nope, this is disappointing.
Aww.
That's more how it went. But like Aladdin is like not a thing for me. I never owned it. I barely have seen it like
But
once
Aladdin's
each.
the best.
See, exactly. A lot of people love Aladdin and watch Aladdin all the time, and I watched it like once per movie. And I
But there
remember
was an
when
Aladdin
Jafar, King of
movie, and
Thieves,
there was
came out.
There was another Aladdin movie, and there
I
was
remember
another
when King of
Aladdin
Thieves
movie,
came out.
and then there was a cartoon show.
I definitely didn't watch the cartoon show.
I watched
Anyway.
the shit out of that cartoon show.
The point is that
I could've gotten
what's a
another
big
health.
Disney movie depends on who you are.
Yeah, just what you watched, what you had access to. Oh, this is gross.
Yep, you gotta break the pipe and then dive into it and get the ginge. It might not be a ginge, but that's like what I assumed it would be. I sort of kind of remember this happening. Oh hey, you're in the waste disposal plant.
Oh, isn't this a whole other level? Or is this just
No,
part of
that's
this level?
Grunty Croc Industries.
Right, but I thought like maybe because this game connects a lot.
It
So,
does,
like,
but I
that
don't
could
think this
be-
is...
That could be a Jiggy in. That's one way to resolve this.
Nope.
Never mind.
Owned.
I was just wrong. They just didn't have the disposal on, so it was just.
Yeah.
It was just.
It's like,
filtering.
we're lazy, let's just drain it all into the fucking lagoon.
Yeah, exactly. And then I didn't go talk to him, but there's a kid in the lagoon who he's like.
Who, like, fell into the sewage.
He was swimming in it. He's like.
Oh.
I could have sworn he was mutated.
Thanks,
Like he had an
giant teddy
extra
bear.
arm.
I thought he was gonna be just, like, covered in sludge.
Oh,
That's what I was picturing in my head.
that would have been good. I would have liked that. Is that a Jinjo?
Yep.
Are you a Jinjo? I don't think you're a Jinjo.
Nope, it's a
He's-
minge.
He was slightly the wrong color green.
Minjo. Which means there's a Jinjo around here somewhere.
Maybe. I
I think you
always.
should shoot that light with a grenade.
I will. I was gonna say something about how like I always used to try that when I was younger, and now we're just gonna do it again. We're just gonna fulfill the prophecy.
Okay.
Why? What happened? Who did this to me?
What was that nonsense?
I don't know.
Just utter nonsense. Now shoot the glass. Wow, good glass. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what to do then.
Oh, there's switches on that side.
It looks like it says a mumbo switch.
No, it's
That's
a
not a
Banjo's.
thing.
It's Banjo's face.
Oh, you're right, it's a banjo switch.
Yep.
You win.
So I'm pretty sure you got it in there from Grunty Industries side, and then that's where you learn a particular move that I'm thinking of right now.
It's also where you
It's-
turn into a fucking
it's the-
washing machine.
It's the one where you get into Banjo's backpack and you hop around, because then you can
Yes.
float on top of water.
Yes, I like that move. That's a clever move.
Yes,
About
a lot of the moves
two
are
gold
good.
doubloons.
Thank you for that timely SpongeBob reference.
You're welcome. I was about to say, wow, 2 gold doubloons, and then I was like, what are you doing? Don't waste this opportunity.
Oh my god,
Elastic.
swimming is so fast. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, so nice.
It's fantastic. Does this
There's
one
like
have an
there's
extra?
like
Yeah, he has
two
an extra
or
hand.
more
See,
pigs. Oh, you're right. He does.
water is
The
cleaner,
water
but there's
is
still
cleaner,
the
but I
temperature to
still have
fix.
2 arms.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
a
and
freaky
your
arm.
freaky arm. Don't you just shoot it with a fire egg?
No.
Oh no, you need to do. Yeah, you need Mumbo's look at the sun
No.
spell.
No, that's not how you fix it. If you don't know how to fix it, I'm gonna leave that for the future because it's fantastic.
I really thought it was like I'm gonna soak up the sun spell.
No, when you that is to oxygenate the water here to give you more breath underwater.
Oh, that's right. Which makes
Somehow.
no sense.
Yeah.
Did you just start singing "I Saw the Sign"
Yes.
when I mentioned soaking up the sun?
Yeah, I saw the sun. The song, you know, the famous song.
That's
I saw
not,
the sun.
That's not.
I opened
First
up
of
my
all, it's
eyes
"I
and
Saw the
sun.
Sign." Second of all, "Soak Up the Sun" is a specific song.
Yeah. And the chorus
And it's
goes,
not
I
that
saw
one,
the sun.
in case that wasn't clear.
What do I need these
I'm
doubloons
gonna
for?
soak up the sun, gonna tell everyone to lighten up.
Open my eyes.
Nope.
Oh, you need to get rid of Lardy Boy before you learn this one. I think
Fair
this is
enough.
where you learn.
Kazooie's just like, alright, that's cool.
I think this is where you learn, it's either high jump or the haberdashery.
I feel
Hatching.
like it has to be high jump because you can't get to the thing at that other place.
You say that, but do you know that?
Yeah, because you tried like twice.
Oh no, if you
It
jump
might
with
just be that he just goes higher when he's just Kazooie.
Yeah,
That's
that is also
impossible.
true. That's impossible! I want to hire a wave race.
How long have we been recording?
Just long enough for an episode, roughly.
Yeah, that's about what I thought. You want to do the wave race and then be done?
Legend has the goldfish hold the secret to fast swimming. It's almost like I know that already. But
Yeah,
we'll find out
I'm
what.
curious as to why you read the sign quest.
Because I didn't read it the first time. I was busy listening to you talk.
Oh.
Ahoy there, your old shit and Captain Blubber. How you going, me hearties?
It sounds like he's just belching every word.
I can't do that. Can you do that?
Yes.
That's too slow. You need to be able to speak as quickly as he does.
I definitely can't do it as quickly as he does.
How's business, blubberguts? Not good, landlubbers. All me wave racers are shipwrecked, and the last one was eaten by a fish yesterday. That's a giant fish.
So you need to, like, get the fish.
I can lend you a gold
No,
doubloon.
shipmates.
I'll sell you last possession for just 1 doubloon. Yeah, I'll take it.
Anytime someone refuses to tell you what you're buying, you should be suspicious.
But it's his last possession. It's gotta be good. It's the thing he kept on to the most. It's actually just running shoes.
Thanks, shipmates.
Off to Jolly Rogers for the quiz. There'll be 1,000 doubloons up for grabs. If I win, I'll be having me a fine new flying machine.
So that he can show up in Cloud Cuckoo Land?
I don't think he does. I think it was supposed to be a Banjo-Tooie sort of thing.
Ah.
Yeah. So we'll go
What a
do this.
disappointment.
I think we can do this without being just Kazooie, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, you run on the water and then go get the ginge.
Yeah, but you might not be able to jump high enough. Like, I think Kazooie just all around jumps higher alone. But I want to do it as both because then you can swim back more quickly. Doubloons! Ah, no, we're good.
You have so many doubloons. What are they even for?
You buy stuff.
Well,
Duh.
yeah, other than the running shoes, what do you buy?
20 more running shoes.
I feel
don't know.
like it's gotta be after you, like, get his wave racer out from the fish. Even though you saved it, he still, like, charged you to use it.
Do you get the wave racer out from the fish?
Why
I like how
else
we
would he have
call
told you
them-
that it was eaten by a fish?
Yeah, I know, but maybe he's just bad. Do we want to?
I mean,
Okay, so
both of
next
those can
time
be true.
we're gonna go into this thing that it clearly isn't the place to go. What is
Okay.
it?
Sounds good. Juanio's Emporium.
Pano's Emporium. Buy and sell wood
trade.
planks. Yeah.
Buy, sell, and trade.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, can I just blow this up with a grenade egg?
should probably do that.